Welcome back, everyone, to the Alaska Huskies franchise. Currently sitting at 28-25, taking on the Detroit Red Wings, who have 34 wins and 19 losses here at Ray West Airlines Arena. Two teams that are potential rivals here in the Western Conference, except the Detroit Red Wings are out there in the East. But either way, both GMs, Peter Vaskie, Steve Yzerman, starting to throw shade at one another. Two GMs that made a trade with each other in the draft in order to get their respective youngsters. Zach Garrison, Carl Modine for the Detroit Red Wings, and Hunter Vaskie, Peter Vaskie's son, for the Alaska Huskies. Now, starting this game off, there's a lot on the line here. Detroit's pretty much in the playoffs. They're pretty much guaranteed at 34-19. However, the Huskies, we have to win a lot of games in the last month and a half in order to get to the playoffs. It's a tight Western Conference, and it's a tight Pacific Division specifically. You got to get into the top three in order to solidify your chances at a playoff spot. So right now here, the Huskies are on a power play. You got Riegelwood making a nice pass to Borhoft, getting a shot, but not going to go in. That's going to do it for the power play. So the power play goes to the wayside. You got Jakub Vrana moving on in. Good defense there. Really good defense there by the Huskies. Barnaby bringing it back out here with 12:55 left to go here in the first period. Barnaby circling, moving his way on in. Puck actually ricochets. He does take a big hit, though. Aiden Oliver able to corral this thing behind the net into the corner. Barnaby gets this thing, looking for a pass potentially. He's going to kick it back out here to Oliver. Oh, he had the couple good shots, couple good look opportunities here, but no shot on Aaron Dell. Good defense the other way by the Huskies to knock the Red Wings off the puck. Here's Barnaby moving on in, looking for a passing lane. Can't find one. He's going to take another big hit. Barnaby has really had a long shift on this one. Oliver back here to Polyanchuk, to Zaitsev, back to Aiden Oliver, and Huskies will lose possession of the puck. Here's Zach Garrison moving on in with a shot on Neil Till. He makes the save, but another rebound, and Jakub Vrana puts it home. 1-0 Red Wings. 7th goal of the season for Vrana. We'll check the time here. 6 minutes and 16 seconds. Here's Charles Chapman off the draw. Thunderclap. What a big-time slap shot right there. Putting it in the top right corner of the net. Glove side on Aaron Dell. That is a huge goal there for the Huskies. Now here's Vidar Laznadal. He's got a couple good looks there on Dell. Can't get a shot off. Good defense by the Red Wings. Here's Filip Zadina, always known for his good puck control. He's going to try to move on in and get a little dekes going. Vaskie takes a big hit. Borhoft passing it backwards. Thought Vaskie was ready for it. Just some miscommunication happening there. So 1-1 game right now. Huskies and Red Wings. Borhoft passes here to Jet. Gets the shot off, but it will be deflected. Jet corrals it back, circling in the circle. Go figure that. Taylor Jett behind the net. It rhymed. Borhoft moving on in. He's got the green. Good look for Borhoft. Make it snappy. You got to move in close quarters when you got that superstar ability. 14th goal for John Borhoft. It is 2-1 Huskies. We know what's at stake in this game. Playoff positioning. Giordano with the shot. Gonna miss. Neil Till was ready for it, but goes off wide just a little bit. Second period. Riegelwood moving on in. He's got a good look here. Oh, the Vaskie with the screen on Dell, and Riegelwood puts it home. What a shot. Take one more look at this. How fast was this wrist shot? This wrist shot by Riegelwood might as well have been a slap shot. Take a look here. Look how fast this thing went. Boom. That's pretty sick. That is pretty filthy right there. So 3-1 Huskies. Here comes Vidar Laznadal moving in, loses control of it. Vidar circling behind the net. He's got a good look. He passes it to Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton, the old man, the veteran of the group. Vaskie used to play against Joe Thornton in his playing days, and Thornton's still going. He figured, why not sign this guy? He's got some good veteran presence to help this young Husky squad, and it has been paying dividends. That's his only 2nd goal of the season, though. Joe Thornton's more of just a figurehead at this point, really just helping these young guys out in their development. He's not a guy that you're going to be looking to as classic Joe Thornton. But either way, it is 4-1 as we're heading to the third period. Huskies really taking it to Detroit in this one. Fedorov back to Barnaby after winning the faceoff. Barnaby stops and goes. Here's Bernard giving it to Fedorov. Back to Matthew Hawk. He's going to lose control. Zadina with the turnover. Larkin moving in with Garrison. Garrison with the moves, but good job by Joshua Bernard and that Huskies defense. Matthew Hawk, Murder Hawk, circling, gets it to Barnaby. Back, pushing it back out here to clear it. And the power play does go by the wayside here for Detroit, so they can't get it done. Now here's Garrison, get a nice look on Neil Till, and he fires this one in. Oh, that's a cheapie. You got to wonder how many of those have went in for Zach Garrison. He leads the entire NHL in points as a rookie. Insane performance here. But you want to talk about insane? Let's talk about insane speed. Vidar Laznadal blowing right past everyone on his way to the net. Moves on in with that beauty backhand and puts it in the back of the net. Oh my goodness. Take a look at this. He just blows by everyone and then puts it home. Ooh, you gotta love it. Vidar Laznadal moving in again. Look at the speed, though. Nobody can catch him here. Vidar screens all across the way for Aaron Dell, and that might be Nedeljkovic, actually. Nedeljkovic might be in the game here, but either way, Vidar Laznadal moves in, utilizes the traffic in front of the net, and finds the perfect spot to put it. Second goal of the night. It is 6-2, guys, with 9 minutes left to go. Suter with the big hit. Here's Joe Veleno with the shot, and then Suter cleans it up for another goal here for Detroit. It's going to be 6-3 nearing the end of the game. So I think this one's over. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's over. Alaska wins another one over their rival Detroit. And Peter Vaskie's got to be happy about this one because this team came out to play today. They knew what was at stake. They knew they had to win this game. And I think we need to get those pads on Neil Till just a little bit darker. That blue doesn't match there, sir. You got to get that a little bit darker. Get those custom made, baby. Meanwhile, Dirk Van Riegen, he looks good in those, all that white. He decided not to go with the blue. Blue's tough sometimes with the shade and the red and all, you know. Sometimes you can't get the shade of those things right, but man, oh man, 26 shots today. 6 of them went in, so that's a really high percentage. It's a really good percentage. We won 19 faceoffs. That was really the story of this game. We were in control of the game the whole way through. Faceoffs, hits, time on attack, I think was a win for us. Obviously the goals, the shots we were leading in as well. We got a shootout win over the New York Islanders over the weekend. And now we're headed towards trade deadline day for the NHL. And Peter Vaskie has a lot of decisions to make, a lot of tough calls to make. We are currently 2 points behind the Anaheim Ducks at 69. Nice. 2 points. 67-69. Now take a look here at the Western Conference. 67 points. If you get on a nice little run here, you could take over 6th at 71. You're 4 points back. But now as we enter the trade deadline, Vaskie's got some calls to make. Last season, he made some enemies. He traded away some players like Corey Jaguar and Josip Konstantinov. Obviously, the Corey Jaguar trade was to the Red Wings for draft picks, but the Josip Konstantinov kind of ruffled some feathers in that locker room just a little bit. The guys have since rallied behind Peter Vaskie. You know, he's, like I said, he's made some enemies, but there's some people in that locker room that really do like the leadership that Vaskie has provided. Now, he might have gotten screwed a little bit, kind of overthunk it just a little bit with Modine and Garrison on the Red Wings here, but he's got some tough calls to make because now you're in the middle of a playoff race and you got to give up something to get something. So he's looking at Collie, he's looking at Trenton Grell, a guy that he really likes on this team. You could get Semyon Varlamov back. That's an 85 overall goaltender plus draft picks for a two-way little player like Trenton Grell. That seems like a perfect trade, but Vaskie's got some things to consider. Plus, Aiden Oliver has really taken a step back in his development from year number 1. Year 2, you got to ask yourself, like, where has he gone? Where has he gone? Isaac Lopez is also on the block. You can also get Varlamov for Isaac Lopez, but you could also get UC Saros from Nashville, who's obviously a really good goaltender. Not getting a lot of playing time here. He's only got 5 wins, but a .922 save percentage, and that overall rating, that would be huge. That would be a huge get for this team. To shore up the goaltending with Neil Till and Dirk Van Riegen. You can get an upgrade there. You can trade Isaac Lopez, a 75, a youngster, a 20-year-old player, for 27-year-old UC Saros. But you know what? Peter Vaskie is going to stay loyal to his guys and exit the trading deadline empty-handed. Well, maybe not. He acquires Paul Ledoux, a right defenseman, from the Pittsburgh Penguins as they place him on waivers. But this is the guy. This is the lineup. These are the guys. Hawk, Barnaby, Ladd, Grell, Colley. Seen a little bit of a change here. We don't have Kiesler up here. We don't have other players like Bazopany that was here for year number 1. They're down in the AHL just grinding away. But we'll see if the faith in his players will be paid off. 2 straight losses, but 2 straight wins, plus a shutout over Edmonton, an overtime win over Chicago, another win over San Jose, Winnipeg, and Calgary. A 6-game winning streak for the Huskies. They've now pushed themselves up to 36-27 and in 3rd place in the Western Conference Pacific Division. 79 points. They could vault up to 2nd. They could take over Calgary's spot at 2nd with another couple wins if Calgary falls off a little bit. But take a look here also at the Western Conference. They wouldn't be only 2nd place in the Pacific. They would end up being 4th place, potentially, or even 3rd in the entire Western Conference if they keep up the winning streak. So there's a lot left to gain here in the last 2 weeks of the season. We get a loss here against Seattle, loss over Dallas and Nashville as well, but we're picking up some points. We got a shootout win over the Sharks, a shootout loss against the Stars, so we're picking up some points. Currently have 82 points in the Pacific. That's where we stand. We're 1 point behind the Flames and 1 point ahead of the Ducks. It's going to get crazy here in the last couple weeks because the Huskies might miss out on the playoffs if the Ducks can catch them and if they get pushed back. So we do simulate against the Blues and the Kings, so we go 1-1 in those 2 games. We're currently tied for 2nd place in the Pacific with the Flames at 84 points, but the Ducks are right behind us. It's going to be a crazy game here in Ray West Airlines Arena, guys. I will see you in the next episode. We're going to finish out the rest of the season, plus get this gameplay to see if we are going to make the playoffs in year number 2. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, peace.